The dark moon cast light on the old Eastern prison. One day they would call it Sheol, though I wasn't sure when. It was hard to make out exact times when looking into destiny. Sometimes you couldn't even make out the right order of events. But I did my best. I slammed my foot into the small door once again, gritting my teeth with effort. It was too quiet here. It had been months since the dragons vanished, and I still wasn't used to the quiet or the screams. "I'm coming," I whispered to my wife before wiping the sweat from my brow. I took a deep breath and looked at the dark moon. Like all the other stars, it was a black circle in the sky. Unlike the other stars, the moon's ring was a pure white light, while the other stars had purple, red, green, blue, and yellow rings. Thousands of years ago, people had thought the moon was one of destiny's eyes watching over us. Even back then, I hadn't believed them. I turned back to my work and positioned myself against the base of the giant stone wall, both hands gripping the rough stone. I let out a heavy grunt and once again pounded my boot against the door. The hinges squealed and the screws holding it together bent before a final kick caused the door to collapse. I watched it fall through the darkness. It vanished from my sight before I heard it shatter against the ground. I let out a smile and grabbed my cloak off of a nearby rock. I hadn't wanted to get it too dirty. I slipped the cloak on and patted the inner pocket to make sure my blindfold was there. I hoped I wouldn't need it, but I had been taught never to go without it. I stepped back to the hole where the door had been and let myself fall. My cloak whipped around me for a second. My legs buckled when I hit the ground. I tried to roll into the impact, but the initial shock threw me off. My legs snapped, a sharp pain shot through me, and I let out a small grunt. I lay there for a minute with the pieces of the shattered door